In this module, we discussed application security and how to mitigate common application vulnerabilities. Let's do a brief review. Application security is often ill-defined and untested in software development projects. Hackers know this, so they target applications more often than they do target infrastructure or networks. A complete list is impossible to create, but there are known common application vulnerabilities that can be mitigated. Common application vulnerabilities include injection vulnerabilities, where malicious code is injected into the system and the data underlying it. These generally take the form of SQL injections, LDAP injections, and HTML injections. Another common vulnerability is cross-site scripting, which is actually a form of injection where the attacker is able to inject JavaScript from a different site into an application. And this allows the attacker to execute malicious scripts in the victim's browser. The Google Cloud Security Scanner is a web security scanner which probes for common vulnerabilities in Google App Engine and Compute Engine applications. It can automatically scan and detect common vulnerabilities including cross-site scripting, flash injection, and mixed content such as HTTP in HTTPS, as well as outdated insecure libraries. Google Cloud Security Scanner can be run manually or on a schedule. Cloud Security Scanner can impact the performance of your applications while it is scanning, but there are steps you can take to minimize this impact. One common threat to application security is identity and OAuth phishing. Phishing attacks are an attempt to obtain sensitive information from a user or a site, especially usernames, passwords, and credit card numbers. OAuth phishing is a type of credential phishing that takes advantage of the Open Authentication OAuth standard to gain access to user accounts without needing to know the user's password by exploiting the trust relationship users have with the well-known online service providers and the third-party applications. Cloud IAP replaces end-user VPN tunnels or the need to apply an authentication and authorization layer in front of a web application hosted on GCP. Your request is forwarded to the Cloud IAP proxy, which requires the user to log in, and the proxy will then determine if the user is allowed to access that application. Cloud IAP works with Compute Engine instances and Kubernetes Engine clusters, with a central authentication and authorization layer over HTTPS. I hope this module has given you some helpful information and tools you can use to secure your application. Join us in the next module where we will discuss content-related vulnerabilities and how to mitigate them.